Phew, cold out. All right, well, if you're hanging with Dedo today, you're cold. I was supposed to be at the flower shop, but it worked out. I was able to figure out how not to have to go in today. It's a little slow and like we had it covered. So I was headed down to the lobby to work on that. I got down there, got set up, get a call from the water department. Water department said, at your house, the water's running 480 gallons an hour. So I thought, well, shoot, the house is flooding. So I get back to the big house, no water in the house. I got the water turned off. Obviously, we got some kind of leak in our water line. I think I've determined where it is. I'll show you that in a second. But I tried to get the digger going. I dug around the meter and to where the first spigot comes up. I think the problem's in between those. But I went to get the digger started. Of course, it's 20 degrees out, so you know, she's not ready to go. So anyway, I ran the battery down trying to get it going. So I got it charging. Yeah, so if you want to hang around, I'll let you know how it goes. Thank God it's a beautiful day in the flower business. Now listen, a lot of people would say, Derek, call the plumber. But you know, that's not really my style. So I'm gonna try to get it figured out on my own. If not, I'll have to call old Robbie and get him down here to try to help me out. But I think I can figure it out. Hopefully I can get this digger going and get that sorted out and hopefully get to the lobby. And tonight we're gonna light the Christmas tree. And we got Big Santa and the sleigh delivered last night to the courthouse. So thanks to all the people at the Hartsville Revitalization Commission for all your hard work always. And you know me, I'm a big supporter of our downtown. So thank you. And anyway, I'm gonna get to it. So hang around. Here we are. So I dug around this spigot, got down to the water line. It seems pretty dry. I don't think we're leaking anywhere near here. And the water line runs along right here. I did find a real kind of wet, marshy spot right here. It's real soupy. Could just be wet, but we haven't had that much rain, so it seems a lot wetter there than anywhere else along the line. And then down here is our water meter. I'm hoping I don't have to dig all this up. Obviously I got some leaves still to do. List never ends. And then here we are at the meter. When I turned the meter off, it looked a little wet in there, so I thought it might be leaking right around where the meter is. But I got down to the line. I think that's good. I wish that whoever put that meter box in or put it in a little straighter. We might fix that if we have time. But, all right, I'm gonna go try to get the digger going. Hopefully the battery's charged up enough we can try to get it. And I don't know how much fuel it has. Hopefully I don't have to get fuel because I'm out here, so I have to go to the co-op or the gas station. So all right, well, I'll let you know what happened. All right, well, as I suspected, I have to go and get some fuel. So I'm gonna run up here and grab a few gallons of diesel, put in the little digger. I got Leo and Angel wanted to get out of the house. They couldn't stand it. So it's Leonard and Angel. And look, Angel, where you at? And there she is. She's getting over. All right, so it's Leonard and Angel and I. We're gonna grab some diesel and then get back to it. Looking pretty dry. I don't think it leaks. It might have a, oh no, look at it. may have some kind of small fuel leak. Maybe why she wouldn't start. We hadn't run her out of gas. Or fuel. Shouldn't say gas. Well, here I couldn't figure out how this thing doesn't have a ball that you pump to prime the fuel filter with. So I'd never run this machine out of fuel before, so I didn't have much diesel left, so I found a can that had some in the bottom, but there was a little sludge and stuff in there, and I didn't want to put that, get that in my fuel system. So I came up with a temporary solution, you know, adapt and overcome, as they say. So I used this old mass that I had laying around as a filter to filter out any of the little debris and stuff that was in the bottom of that diesel can. But I finally got enough to get the fuel filter open or full, and so now hopefully I can get it started from here. So it's just real cold still. It's, you know, probably not out of the 20s at this point, so you know the old diesel doesn't fire up too good when it's that cold. But let's see how it goes. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. All right. Come on, baby. You can do it. I don't think I've ever been more excited to get a machine going. I sure as heck didn't want to have to dig that water line by hand, so I finally got it going. I'm going to pull around here and see if we can start to dig up the yard and figure out where our leak is without tearing up or making too big of a mess. So hang around and let's see how it goes. At this point, I'm trying to find the dog fence. We have an electric dog fence that I tear up notoriously all the time, and it's really difficult to find. I need to find a better method of locating the wire. I think they have some kind of little tester or something, but I could never really figure out how to find it in the ground without just tearing it up. So I'm trying to be real gentle here and find the fence. Kind of have a general idea where it is, because obviously I've dug it up. Well, let's say obviously I've dug it up a few times in the past, never at this point, but further around the back there where you saw me cut across the grass where we were redoing that, I tore it up a couple times. So hopefully I can find it without making too big of a disaster out of trying to get it fixed. But looks like I found it. I'm by no means a machine operator, so now I'm trying to delicately dig down and try to locate the water line. I have a basic idea where it is. I've never dug the water line at this point in the yard. I've had it dug up in other places,
but I am familiar with where it runs just by the location of the meter and the spigot and then how it goes into the house. So here I go. I'm going to try not to tear it up without too much damage and finding it without having to dig it by hand. So wish me luck. Once you get down a couple, a foot or 18 inches, it gets really thick, the clay, and it's hard to even get it out of the bucket. So you can imagine trying to dig this with a shovel would have been a nightmare. So I'm grateful to have the old machine. So let's see how it goes. Like I mentioned before, I'm going to try to delicately dig the water line up. I dug beside it, and unfortunately I was able to locate where I thought the leak was. You saw the water coming out, but I wasn't positive that I didn't hit it with the bucket. So now I'm going to try to scrape off the top and get down to the line without really tearing it up. This is a plastic poly line. They're real easy to tear up with the machine because, these things are powerful and it's not like you can feel anything. So here I go with my less than professional skills with the digger. Let's see how I do. Here I've located the water line, and unfortunately I tore it all up. So I'm not sure if this is where the leak was or if I've just busted a hole in it. But once I determine where the damage is and what I need here, I'm going to go run to the co-op and grab a little bit of pipe and a couple clamps and some connectors and hopefully get it back together and it holds the water.
Well,
so hang around, we'll see how it goes.
Melted that piece on there, but it's going to be real close. So maybe we can make it work. Maybe we'll cut some more off of that. That might be our better option. All right, so I'm going to slip these on before I get started. That's always a get this one hot. So thankfully with the help at the co-op, they helped me get all the pieces I need, and I get back here, and of course the pipe is really cold, so you got to heat it up or you'll never get the connectors in there. So I heat it up and I clamp it up tight,
And you know, the problem is here, it looks like when they dug it, the pipe gets real close to the surface, probably why we had a leak there. It's a lot deeper at the end I'm working on here. So I'm going to try to get it back in place and cover it up, and then we'll turn the water on and see what we got. Well, that's not good. The connection's leaking, but that's fine. I think I just didn't get it tightened down good. So I'm going to adjust the clamps and tighten it down, and hopefully we're in good shape here. Hang around and find out. And there it is. It's all tight. No leaks here. So hopefully I can get the water turned on and make sure it's not leaking anywhere. And that was our spot that was leaking. And sure enough, we got it all patched up and put the dirt back over it and smushed it in, and water leak fixed. So let's get on to lunch, and then we'll see what else work we can see, if there's any other work we can get done today. Well, unfortunately, I wasn't able to do or get any more work in for the day other than emails and texts and phone calls that I got behind on during my muddy, mucky mess there. It's hard to, uh, answer your phone when your hands are frozen and it's all full of clay, mud, and all that stuff. So, anybody I was late getting back to you today, I'm sorry about that. I was a little bit busy, but we do have the tree lighting ceremony down at the courthouse, so I was fortunate enough to make it on time for that. We're lighting the tree here. The Hartsville Revitalization Commission. All these decorations that you see, we put lights around the courthouse. We have a Santa and a sleigh and a beautiful new tree that we put at the courthouse. We're going to light that tonight, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it. And thanks to everybody who supports our efforts to revitalize our downtown. Be sure and come and enjoy the sleigh and the Santa and the tree. And there it is. You did a good job, Ronnie. You flipped the switch and it came on. So thank you, and Merry Christmas to everybody, and God bless you, and may this season be happy and filled with joy. Thank you so much for hanging with Dedo, and I'll see you in the next one.